Hey everybody, welcome to my workshop. This is going to be a video where I'm going to document my warranty repair experience with Dewalt tools. This is my DCG414. DCG414 cordless grinder. This is a 60 volt max tool, brushless motor. I did a box opening video, or whatever you call them there, review of this when I first got it. This was given to me as a Christmas gift less than 2 years ago. I initially really liked the tool, and up until about a month ago when it blew out on me, I was quite happy with it. I like the balance, I like the ergonomics of it, I like the fact that it can take the larger discs. Everything about this thing was great. The battery life was great. The batteries recharged quickly. I opted for, I asked for the kit that came off of Amazon and ran about 328 bucks at the time because it came with 2 batteries. These batteries, which look like this, are very expensive to buy, and so by getting the kit that has 2 of them, it's definitely worth the extra, because you end up paying, I think, like 30 bucks extra or less than 30 bucks extra to buy it with the 2 battery kit. And then if you buy this battery separately, I think these batteries are like 70 bucks or more. Enough about that. That's not what this is about. This is about the fact that about a month ago, I was doing a project where I was grinding a lot, and the grinder never indicated like it was overheating. It never shut down, or you would think it would have some overload protection or something like that. Nothing to indicate that there was a problem. And then I was grinding, pausing, grinding, pausing, and then all of a sudden when I went to pull the trigger, the grinder, as I recall, didn't come up to full speed, and it actually was making some strange noises, and within a matter of seconds, smoke began to pour out of this screened vent area right here. This is a either an air exhaust or an air intake, I don't know which, and smoke started pouring out of here, and I quickly realized that something was really wrong. I rotated this to make sure there was nothing binding. Nothing seemed abnormal about that. This has an electronic brake built into it, braking system, so something decided to go south inside here. I ended up putting the tool down and leaving it alone, thinking maybe somehow it was going to be okay the next day. It wasn't. In fact, what happened the next day was when I put the battery pack, when I tried it, nothing happened. And when I put the other battery pack that I have on and I pulled the trigger, it was making the noise, and I quickly stopped because I realized something else had happened. And what had happened was that my battery pack had become damaged by the grinder. So my theory is that whatever shorted out and blew in this grinder damaged the battery pack, and I'll show you what I mean. So when it was dead the next day, my initial thought was, well, okay, the battery just needed to be charged, because when these batteries go bad, they tend to give you very little warning when they're getting weak. They just kind of die quickly. That's the, what do you call it, the lithium ion technology or whatever. So I didn't think anything about it. Or is it nickel metal hydride? I don't know. I don't care. All I need to tell you is this. See this battery? It has a gauge on the back, and when you press that gauge, the 3 green lights indicates that this is a full battery. This is the battery that I had on that day. No lights come on. So I'm like, okay, the battery's completely dead. So I charged the battery, put it on my Dewalt charger, and it seemed to charge normally. However, when it was done charging, I noticed still nothing happening. And when I put it on a 60 volt tool, it doesn't do anything. This is my Dewalt 20 volt tool. It's got a good charge in it, in the 20 volt section. So this battery has now lost its 60 volt capability. it doesn't do anything. If I take this good 60 volt battery and I put it on this DeWalt grinder, it may very well do something, but more than likely it's going to A, just smoke some more, and B, it might take out my good battery. So I do not want to do that. The reason why I'm saying all this is because I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere in DeWalt's policies they say that batteries are excluded from warranty. Now, I would have a problem with that because my argument would be this failed within the 2 years under normal usage and took the battery with it. So if I end up having to pay for a new battery because of this, I'm not going to be a happy camper. So rather than wait for somebody to answer the phone or whatever, I decided to just use the live chat feature, which actually worked out pretty well. You open the chat, you get an automated thing saying, hey, somebody will be with you in a minute. And sure enough, within like a minute, a live agent came on. She said her name was Leslie. She said she'd be happy to help me. They initially ask you for your name, your phone number, and your email address. So I was like, okay. So I gave that information. She thanked me and she said, hey, I apologize that you're having a problem with it. Can you give me the model number and the catalog number? Well, I couldn't find a catalog number, so I just took a picture of the actual label right off the side of the darn grinder and showed her it was a DCG414. Then she asked what the issue was I had with the tool. Well, that's pretty straightforward. I said, hey, I was using it and it started smoking. And I said, furthermore, it has now done something to the battery. She wanted to know the date code on the grinder. She said it should be 8 to 10 numbers starting with 20, and it should be engraved on the area where the battery goes. I looked with magnification because I thought maybe I just wasn't seeing it. I think that maybe on some tools that might be the case, but on this model, there's nothing engraved in this area. And there are no numbers on this label that start with 20 and have that many digits. So I explained that I did not see the number and sent her another photograph to show her what I was looking at. And she said, do I have the receipt? And then I explained it's a digital receipt because my wife purchased this off of Amazon as a gift. She asked for my zip code, at which point, when I gave her my zip code, I got this message. She wrote, unfortunately, we do not have an authorized service center in your area that works on these types of tools. You'll need to ship the grinder to one of our factory service centers for warranty evaluation. Please go to this website. We recommend that customers use the online repair tool at toolservicenet.com, which will provide a prepaid UPS shipping label to send the tool to the factory service center, and will also place a $1 hold on your credit card for verification. When the factory service center receives the tool, our technicians will evaluate it for warranty, compliance, and determine whether there will be any further charge for the repair. If they determine that the tool damage is not covered under warranty, your credit card will be charged an amount no greater than the factory overhaul cost listed for the tool at toolservicenet.com plus taxes. If the repair is not covered under warranty, you will be charged for return shipping as well. So if I'm reading that correctly, it sounds to me like if I send this tool in to them, just to send it in, they're going to authorize my credit card for a charge. They're not going to charge me until. But the way that reads, it almost indicates that, like, if I send this tool in, if they don't fix under the warranty, that they're automatically going to fix it and charge me a set price and charge my credit card and charge me shipping back. So if that's not what they mean, then they need to clarify that. So now we're going to go through that process on that website and see what that looks like. All right, so here's the main page where we can buy parts, and then there's the Fix My Tool. She said to click on Online Repair. All right, let's see what this is all about. All right, so the very first line, it says Online Repair. Please read the terms and conditions before starting your online repair request. And then it goes right into the terms and conditions, and it says all batteries, chargers, and accessories must be removed before tool is shipped. All right, so we already got a problem. Because how am I going to get my battery covered under warranty if they're not even letting me send it in? We are not responsible for any accessories or other items included with the tool. If you decline repair of your tool, okay, so they are saying you are going to get the chance to decline repair of your tool, you are still responsible for return shipping charges. And repaired tools not paid for within 30 days of first notification may be resold as an unclaimed repair. Then it goes on and it says general guidelines for online repair requests. A, prior to shipment, do not, capitalized, ship batteries, chargers, or accessories. These do not qualify for this service. So I'm going to call their customer service and explain to a live person that I can have a two-way conversation with why I have a problem with this. All right, so here's where we currently stand with this Dewalt grinder situation. There's basically a big warning right there on the website when you're preparing to ship this that A, if it's not covered under warranty, you may be responsible for the charges. The flat fee to rebuild this grinder from Dewalt is $108, plus you probably have to pay the return shipping. So worst case scenario is if for some reason they deem that even though it's less than 2 years old, they won't cover it, then I will be paying $108 plus the return shipping, and they won't cover the battery. Now, the other thing it says clearly, do not ship the battery and do not ship the charger. So I ended up calling DeWalt, and I found out they have a service center in Westwood, Massachusetts, which is about an hour away from me. And I called that service center and I talked to a guy there and I explained the situation about the battery, and he says, okay, here's what you do. Ship it in with the battery, but enclose a note explaining why you included the battery. So I made myself a little letter here basically saying battery included intentionally and to whom it may concern. I explained the situation, and that I explained that if they do find that this qualifies for warranty repair, I respectfully request a new battery. And I got my pre-printed label, so all it's left for me to do now is to says remove all accessories. So I took the guard off. I'll even keep these here. The date code, by the way, is right here. It's 2019-17-47. So 2019 and the 17-47, I don't know what that means, but that makes sense because, like I said, it was purchased by my wife as a gift for me in December of 2019. Interesting thing, initially the guy at the service center told me it wouldn't be under warranty when I told him when it was purchased because it only has a 1-year warranty. I said, my understanding is that this model has a 2-year warranty. He asked for the model number, he checked, and he said, yeah. He said, I did not realize that. He said, the majority of everything that they get in for repair only has a 1-year warranty. This one has a 2-year warranty. So, interesting little tidbit there. And it's a good thing, well, I mean, it's not a good thing that it blew up, but I guess it's a good thing it blew up now instead of a few months from now when it would be definitely out of warranty. All right, so this is going to end up going to a service center in York, Pennsylvania. I can't bring it to the Westwood Service Center in person even if I wanted to drive the hour there because they're getting ready to relocate that service center, so they're closed to the public. And for whatever reason, the system doesn't ship it to them. It ships it all the way down to Pennsylvania. All right, everybody. It is October 12th today, and when I got home today, there were not one but 2 packages waiting for me. My DeWalt is back from repairs. So just to give you an idea on the timeline on this, I didn't get this shipped out right away because I needed to bring it to a UPS shipping center, and closest one to me is about 25-minute drive. So I decided to wait till I had other business out that way. So when I dropped it off there, it didn't take long for it to make its way down to the Pennsylvania Repair Depot. I then received an email notification promptly on October 4th informing me that they had received my tool and would be evaluating it. On October 6th, 2 days later, I basically got another update letting me know that they were working on my tool and making a determination. And then on October 8th, I received notification that my tool had been repaired and had been shipped. And the whole time, every time I would get a notification, it would still show that they were going to bill my Discover card the $108 flat rate charge or whatever it was. So I was kind of a little nervous, but I hadn't received any notification saying that, hey, it's not covered under the warranty. And then when I got the final notification saying that it was shipped on the 8th, that said that the total due, I think it said repair total was free. Either said 0 or free, so it was covered. They did, I could tell from the yellow tape, they actually reused my shipping carton to ship my grinder back. So if I had one maybe critique, I don't know how bad it was when they got it, but now it's pretty spongy. This box has seen its last hurrah. Wouldn't want to reuse this box again. Looks like we've got plenty of better quality packing material in here. Some of this actually looks like, yeah, this I think is my bubble wrap that I used. Nothing wrong with recycling bubble wrap as long as it's still cushiony. And again, I followed the instructions and shipped it as bare as possible. So the guard off, the handle off, the battery off, and of course you're not supposed to ship the battery, but my special situation, I explained that the battery had been damaged. So much to my delight, the second box that came is a brand spanking new FlexVolt 60 battery. So they looked at my battery and were able to determine apparently that the nature of the failure of the battery was directly related to the failure of the grinder, and the failure of the grinder was apparently something that qualified it for warranty service. Go grab my good battery and see what happens. Alrighty. Battery's fully charged. You gotta be kidding me. What the heck? Okay. Well, let me try the brand new battery. Because if the brand new battery works, then it means that this battery also has something wrong with it. But this battery seemed to be working fine because it's, unlike the other battery, this wasn't even lighting up. Now I know I should give it a full charge because it's a brand new battery before using it, but it does have a little bit of a charge in it. Enough so I can at least make a quick check to see whether or not I am going to be calling them bright and early tomorrow or not. Oh man, that's a bummer. I mean, it's good and bad. So what that tells me is, that tells me that not only did my mishap take out the battery that I sent back to them, but apparently this battery, even though this battery says it's fully charged, even though this battery will work on 20 volt tools, apparently this battery has also been damaged by the grinder when it failed, because it does nothing on this. This seems to be working okay. Overall, I'd say I'm pretty happy with the warranty service I received from Dewalt on this thing. I will actually inquire tomorrow with them whether or not there's any possibility of me getting a second battery, but Well guys, I'm going to close this video out by adding on this little addendum at the end. I ended up contacting Dewalt customer service again. Ended up speaking with the very nice lady there who, once I explained the situation, she said that shouldn't be a problem at all. She gave me instructions on photographs to take of the defective battery, and I actually even shot a quick little video showing what the problem was with the battery and the nature of it, and also included the information regarding the original warranty repair on the grinder itself, and within a few days of doing that, this package arrived. With a brand new replacement battery. So Dewalt ended up really coming through for me during this warranty situation. So I just wanted to mention that things turned out 100% fine in the end. Thanks for watching.